Bonsoir à tous et bienvenue au Gorodnitsky Sports Center à Vancouver, Canada, hôte des internationaux patinage Canada 2023. Le comité d'organisation de Patinage Canada est honoré de présenter cet événement en partenariat avec l'Union internationale de patinage. Dans quelques instants, nous commencerons le programme court chez les hommes.
We would like to remind you that flash photography, as well as video recording and filming, is forbidden. Gifts and flowers offered to the skaters at the end of their performance must be completely wrapped. We thank you very much for your cooperation. The officials for this event, representing the International Skating Union, please welcome the referee.
Les officiels de cette épreuve, représentant l'Union internationale de patinage, veuillez accueillir l'arbitre, Katarina Henriksen.
The judges.
Les juges. Judge number 1, from Japan, Yobo Uno. Judge number 2, from Estonia.
Nighttime scenes from Vancouver in British Columbia in Canada. It's the backdrop for the International Skating Union Grand Prix second stop, the Skate Canada International Competition. So many of the athletes so delighted to have been assigned this event. With the memories of the Vancouver Olympics, having stories told to athletes, generation on to next generation, and skaters delighted to be competing at the Doug Mitchell Thunderbird Sports Centre in Vancouver, the home for the Skate Canada International, a competition that was first held in 1973. And now this, the 49th incarnation of the Skate Canada competition. Vancouver City, named in 1885. One of the most ethnically and linguistically diverse cities in Canada, making it an incredible place for skaters from around the globe to get to visit. Many of the athletes arriving in Vancouver earlier in the week, with official practices leading towards the competition days, Friday and Saturday, with the gala exhibitions for the top performers on Sunday. And this wonderful opening montage created by Skate Canada, who are the host federation for this event, obviously, and also onto the World Championships in Montreal in springtime of 2024. The arena, the Doug Mitchell Thunderbird Sports Centre, which has seen some great skating already today. We've just watched Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps, the home team, lead the field in the pairs short program. And before that, there was success for Canadian ice dancers in the rhythm dance. And we will see 3 Canadian men compete in this first group of the 12 entries in the men's short program. Canada's Conrad Orzel opening proceedings. And it will be world silver medalist Junhwan Cha who concludes the men's short program in this first day of competition in Vancouver. It's a strong field. many successful competitors now here in Vancouver being judged by the names on your screen now. And the technical panel. Technical panel in the women's event, quite favourable. Lots of level 4s being assigned to the 3 spins and the step sequences. As we see the first 6 competitors standing ringside, preparing to be introduced to the audience in Vancouver.
From Canada, Conrad Orzel. From Canada, Aleksa Rakic. From the United States of America, Kapeikis. From Israel, Gorodnitsky. From Kazakhstan, Mikhail Shaidorov. From Canada, Wesley Chiu. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
Now the 6-minute warm-up for the 6 men in this first group. And delight for the home fans to have 3 Canadian men to support and get behind in this first warm-up group.
Coached by Randy Walia, 2023 National Championships medalist. Conrad trains in Edmonton, Canada, and loves hanging out with friends when he's not studying or skating. He will be skating
23-year-old born in Toronto, Conrad Orzel.
From Canada, Conrad Orzel.
Here now coached by Ravi Walia, who was the coach to Caitlin Osmond, fellow Canadian who went on to win a world title, in addition to an Olympic medal.
Junior silver medalist at the Junior Grand Prix Czech skate.
And now to Aleksa Rakic
When he's not studying,
from British Columbia, trained not far away at the Burnaby rink.
from Canada,
He
Aleksa Rakic.
has been assigned this event as a replacement for Roman Sadowski, who was unable to compete. So wishing Aleksa all the very best in utilizing this opportunity.
Trains in Richmond, British Columbia, this ISU Challenger Series.
19-year-old Liam Kapeikis. He trains in Richmond, British Columbia, just 20-minute drive from this Thunderbird Arena.
From the United States of America, Liam Kapeikis. Born in Richmond Hill, Canada, two-time champion of the Cranberry Cup International in 2018.
Then another skater
2023.
who trains in Canada, representing Israel, Mark Gorodnitsky.
Challenger Series Memorial
Had a
score of
strong season last year, is experienced,
from Israel.
has competed at multiple ISU championships at Worlds and Europeans. And last year, found himself in 13th at Europeans, 16th in the Worlds. And this season already achieving his personal best.
1924, Olympic champion Alexei Romanov from
As we
Russia.
look to Kazakhstan's Mihhail Shaidorov.
Junior Grand Prix Baltic Cup 2021 in Kazan. Skating to Kamina Bunana by Kao Miura. He loves music in his free time. From Kazakhstan, Mihhail Selevko.
Mihhail Shaidorov saying that he hopes viewers enjoy his performance.
Right here in Vancouver, British Columbia,
Pure hope
Wesley Chiu
as we look to the
recently gained
final
second
Canadian
place
competitor.
Cranberry Cup International.
Another born in Vancouver, Wesley Chiu.
Wesley enjoys road cycling, hiking, and watching the NHL. From Canada, Wesley Chiu.
Coach Eileen Murphy and Keegan Murphy settling his nerves. The choreographer Joey Russell explained to me that, oh, nice quad sal. from Conrad. He explained that Wesley is inspired by both Adam Xiao Himfa, the French champion, and also Junhwan Cha from Korea. And wonderful for him now to be competing in the same event as Junhwan Cha, who will close out the competition. Last week in Allen, Texas, we saw the quad god Ilya Malinin comfortably win the competition by over 30 points ahead of France's Kevin Amos, who himself was quite brilliant, particularly from a program components perspective. Quads being demonstrated confidently and somewhat abundantly in this warm-up. The men looking strong. Canada has such a heritage of amazing Canadian male skaters. Indeed, the triple axel, which we will see, I'm sure all 12 of the men compete in this short program. First performed by Canadian Vern Taylor back in 1978.
Skaters, there is 1 minute remaining in this warm-up.
And then Canada went on to produce the likes of Brian Orser, world champion, 2-time Olympic silver medalist, and now a coach responsible for so many other greats. Kurt Browning, Elvis Stoico, and Patrick Chan, 3-time world champion and renowned as one of the best fundamental skaters with such solid skating skills. He's here in Vancouver, part of the Skate Canada organizing committee. We've seen him warming up the audience. Great to see him working in real estate, but giving back to the skating community. So last week, just 7 days ago in Texas, it was 104 points for Ilya Malinin to lead the field in the short program. Second and third place both getting over the 90-point marker. How will this event fare? How competitive will the scores be?
Thank you.
Please welcome the first competitor. Representing Canada,
The first man to compete in the short program at the Skate Canada International 2023. To the sound of a warm and supportive home crowd, using the same short program as last year. Ermina Borana for Conrad Orzel. Conrad showcased quad salto triple toe combination and warm up. He will open with that element in the short. Quad salto double toe combination for Conrad. Followed up with very solid quad toe. What a shame, down in the triple axel. Looked cautious and hesitant on entry. Conrad Orzel, the 23-year-old, assessing what was delivered. 2 quads, but just a fall on that triple axel. Conrad graduates this year with a degree in a Bachelor of Commerce, specializing in finance, and he's been juggling his skating and his schoolwork this year, much more with a lot of his classes being in person in Toronto. Coach Ravi gives a pat in the back as we look back at the opening quad salcho. He managed quad triple in warm-up. Comfortable in rotations, perhaps a little over-rotated with the body to guarantee delivering a triple toe at the end of the combo. But here the quad toe, lovely rotational position. Good running edge too, a good grade of execution will have been given to both of the quads. Just look cautious and hesitant, as I said, going into the axle, and it's under rotated, or technical panel putting it at a quarter short. So and the implication of that fall, the -1 deduction for a fall, -5, so losing circa 5+ points, and the implications of a fall on the judges' program component scores as well pull him down from making this a personal best skate. His personal best came from 4 continents last season, where he placed 8th, getting over that 80-point marker, and I thought he was well en route to achieving that here.
Okay.
The retirement of
The scores, please.
Keegan Messing leaves an opening for
Conrad
new
Orzel
Canadian
from
champion.
Canada has earned the short program a
Conrad posts a 77.68,
season's best.
showing his gratitude. That a score which would have been in the top 6 last week. And Anna, Texas, will see how that ranks against the others, as his compatriot
Representing
Aleksa
Canada,
Rakic
Aleksa Rakic.
takes to the ice, coached by Joanne McLeod, performing to Biblical by Callum Scott, and a piece of music, Epiphany, by Carl Hugo, composed for him.
Didn't know that I'd fall so hard. Then my feet left the ground. Gravity don't make no sense when you're around. I never know who I
Nice quality of edge work to open the program, leading in to a planned quad toe.
well, I don't wanna see. So won't you give me
Shame.
tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it
big skid, but successfully through the triple axel. Gorgeous position and control in the change of edge. And another beautiful position in the camel feature leading into the donut spin. Valiant effort to squeeze out a triple toe after the triple flip for the combination.
So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you.
-19-year-old who trains not far away in Burnaby, British Columbia, Aleksa Rakic. We saw a comfortable looking quad toe in the warm-up, couldn't replicate that during the performance. But a valiant effort from the young skater, who will be another eager to step up into the opening made by Keegan Messing, who is now retired. Interesting, seeing procrastinating. There, the triple axel, big skid on takeoff.
Didn't know that I'd fall so hard.
Gorgeous landing position though, good range of flexibility and strength to achieve that.
Gravity don't make no sense when you're
You can see using the skid to generate the torque necessary to initiate the rotation. Here the triple flip. Now the opening quad was intended to be the combination, but because that was unsuccessful, had to dig deep to make the triple toe at the end of the flip later in the program. Jan McLeod applauding her student.
It did a little too much, you know, because you went here and then it just stepped a little bit wide, and then it kind of.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a harpoon pick.
Yes.
But you were still determined with it, so yeah. So it's just
great
hopefully don't feel
to hear.
Right? Sometimes if you don't have the speed.
Yes.
The scores, please.
Great to hear the coaching analysis suggesting that he maybe wanted it just a little bit too much, overcooking that quad toe.
72.56 points in youth.
So 72.56.
So your PCs, that's why I said
place.
really skated, so.
And as coach suggests, it's the program component scores which have helped Aleksa achieve a new International Skating Union personal best despite the mistake on that quad.
Please welcome the next skater.
And now to another North American skater, but another skater that trains not far away in the same rink. And although he's not from the host nation, the applause that greets Liam Kapeikis suggests that he has many friends and family here to support him. Skating to the Jesus Christ Superstar score. using triple flip as warm-up. Going for difficult spread eagle entry into a musically praised triple axel.
I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. See how I die.
Again, great phrasing, well constructed for the combination, but just triple loops, double toe.
Now I'm sad and tired. After all I tried for years, I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison, nail me to your cross and break me, leave me, beat me, kill me, take me. Now, before I change my mind, now, before I change my
It's a powerfully big piece of music to skate to. Bold choice to use Jesus Christ Superstar for Liam Kapeikis, but really well constructed program choreography. The phrasing and musicality quite perfect. And he attempted to really deliver on the presentation component, but inevitably a little jaded by the mistake on the triple axel and failing to get a triple-triple.
Much better.
But great to hear Coach Keegan Murphy saying much better, so presumably it's much stronger than the Finlandia Trophy experience. As we look at the best jumping pass of the program, the opening flip, back outside 3-turn into an inverted Inabauer. Difficult entry into the triple axel from the outside spread eagle. Just over rotating and forced to step out. And here, triple lutz. Struggling forward on the toe pick of the landing of the lutz, which forces him to double the toe loop. But there you can see everything interlinked. Great choreography and composition by Joey Russell. And Liam, he lives south of the border and crosses from the US to Canada every day for his training. He, like others we've seen, a student at university, Western Washington Uni. Coach Keegan just saying good flip at the beginning.
It's such a slow, another one easy.
The scores, please.
It's just great that we can pick up the audio to hear the analysis of both skater and coach. 71.59 for Liam, better than Finlandia Trophy. And although that finds him in third place, not far behind Aleksa Rakic. I think Keegan just suggesting it was a right decision to do triple-double rather than to risk the triple-triple.
Please welcome the next skater
Veuillez accueillir le prochain patineur.
Representing Israel, Gorodnitsky.
And now, so the first skater not to represent a North American nation, but he does train in Canada too. Mark Gorodnitsky, skating the beautiful Moonlight Sonata. Comfortable triple axel to start. Great creative execution on the triple triple two. No, he looked so assured, but popped the triple lutz. It's a double. What a shame for Mark Gorodnitsky from Israel. He said to me that he wanted to fight for the top, even without a quad, acknowledges that he needs quads and intends to add that to his program soon, but was really aspiring to be competitive without that, playing it relatively safe. He can land quads, but not yet ready for inclusion in the planned program content. And it just looked like it was not even a lack of concentration or focus, just an unfortunate slip on the takeoff of that lutz, because otherwise looked totally under control and in command of what was being produced. The three-turn entry prep for the takeoff, the air position so considered, very clean and precise in his technique of rotational position. Triple flip, triple toe, and you can see with the flourish with the right hand and the transition exiting the jump combination, just a very assured, confident skater. It says how excited he was to finally get to compete in the Grand Prix. As I mentioned before, he's competed at Europeans and Worlds multiple times, just slipping there. And the solo jump in the men's senior short program must be a triple or a quad so receives no value whatsoever for that. Not that he would achieve much with a mistake like that in the double oops, and you can see the frustration.
Hi everyone.
Last season was his best season, and it started well this year too, with a bronze medal at the Andrei Nepla Memorial in Bratislava. And indeed he achieved his personal best in the short, in the free skate, and overall at that competition just a few weeks ago, and I'm sure he was looking to build on that. And it did look like his program component scores and the grades of execution in the first 3 elements suggested that he would be able to do just that.
The scores, please.
But that looks will be costly.
Gorodnitsky from Israel has earned in the short program 70.69
So a
points.
shake of the head, 70.69, and now Mark Gorodnitsky from Israel has to work hard to resume the confidence that he had coming into this short program for the free skate tomorrow. Hopefully he'll take some comfort in realizing the scores are close with those above him.
Please welcome
1994 Olympic champion Aleksa Rakic encourages his student,
Mikhail Shaidorov.
the 19-year-old Mikhail Shaidorov. Unsurprisingly, given the costume skates to the music from the Matrix. Mihail's planned program content intends a quad lutz. He fell on it in warm-up. Will he use it now? And he does! The highest valued element we've seen of the event so far. Backed up with a triple axel. Wow, what an entry into that quad toe. Just a double toe at the end of it. But this is an ambitious program. Wow, Mihhail Shaidorov from Kazakhstan. What an improvement. And this is the first time that we have seen him this season. First competition this season, first Grand Prix assignment. and hard to predict what was going to be offered because Mikhail had to withdraw from the Challenger Series in Bratislava due to injury, and he's been recovering. That was the end of September. 1 month later, and we've just seen quad lutz, quad combination, and not just two quads and triple axel, but some complex transitional content as well. It's a skater that's being packaged with an intention for serious success to move comfortably into the top 10 in the world. Here's the lutz. Question the rotation, and it does look a little short. The technical panel will decide whether that's under rotated or a quarter short. Looks like it's come in as a quarter short, so it's got a negative period of execution. Slight change of edge on the line, but there, the skid exit out of that was unique. And hopefully we'll see the transition into the quad toe. Changing direction into the lunge. So difficult to maintain speed and flow with a transitional entry like that. Mihhail had explained that he's worked with Ivan Ragini for a couple of seasons as his choreographer, and what great work they've created. And also respect to Alexei Urmanov, 1994 Olympic champion. He's obviously carved some real quality in his student here. So, Mikhail Shaidorov has a personal best of 75.96. No season's best score posted because of the injury that pulled him out of the Andre Nepola. Great to see Urmanov here. He was coached to Denis Vasiliev for some time, and again here, obviously committed to his students, producing good work. Not always the case that successful skaters go on to be great coaches.
Mikhail Shaidorov from Kazakhstan has earned the short throw
79.18. First place. And that's just an indication of, I think, what is to come this season from the skater representing Kazakhstan.
Please welcome the next skater.
High five from Keegan and Eileen Murphy for the third and final Canadian man competing here today. His choreographer said that he has more confidence in projecting the skate that he sees himself being now. This is Wesley Chiu. Skates Kissing You by Sam Smith. Opening with quad toe, triple toe, and a smile. Ah, what a shame, down in the triple axel.
I can stand 1,000 trials. The strong will never fall, 'cause I'm kissing you.
It started so well for Wesley Chiu from Canada with the opening quad toe, triple toe combination. How costly will the mistake on the triple axel be?
Wesley Chiu.
Twice he's been just off the podium at Junior Worlds. 5th earlier this year, 4th the year before. Will he be the front-running Canadian man in the years to come? And perhaps will he be able to turn those just off-podium results in the junior ranks to medal contention in the seniors over the next couple of Olympic cycles? There's the quad toe. The Skate Canada compilation for this event showcases that quad toe by Wesley. He's dined out on that element en route to some of his successful results in previous seasons. This the axel, changing edge. Change of edge in the camel spin, comfortable and confident in the flyover feature, and to the back camel and the catch camel feature. And he can land quad loops, or has attempted quad loops in the past, so the triple loops here in the short program looking effortlessly easy. And Joey Russell, again responsible for more great choreography, and Joey said that Wesley's really stepped up in his program component scores this year, knowing the jump needed to compete in the senior ranks.
We're proud of you, really. And now you can go out there tomorrow and just keep going for it, right? Right? Just get a lot to get through.
Scores, please.
Coach Eileen Murphy saying she's proud of him and knows tomorrow he will go for it. 76.94. Thigh slapping from both coaches because they recognize they can take that. And he is behind Conrad Orzel, but by less than a point. Coach saying, you're in a good place, you know what to do. You can sense that competition between the Canadian men. Who will come out on top after the more challenging free skate tomorrow? As we look ahead to Mihhail Selevko, the Estonian competitor who will start the second group. And he flanked by other successful skaters like Matteo Rizzo, the Italian center of screen now.
From Estonia, Mihhail Selevko. From Japan, Sota Yamamoto. From Japan, Kao Miura. From Italy, Matteo Rizzo. From Japan, Kazuki Tomono. From the Republic of Korea, Junhwan Cha. You have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
Well, all but one of the men in this group competed at last year's World Championships. 3 of the men in this group were in the top 10 at the World Championships in Saitama, Japan. Such is the strength of this field. And for the competitor that didn't make Worlds, Kao Miura, he won the 4 continent championships. So this, a really strong field of competitors. As we look at 20-year-old foreign talent, Mikhail Selevko.
He's a student coached by Irina Gorodnitsky. In his free time, he enjoys drawing.
Mihhail explained that he
From Estonia,
spent some of the summer in the off-season training in California with Rafael Arutunian, coached so many greats, and what a great experience that was for Mikhail. And now to Sota Yamamoto, the 23-year-old. He had a great Grand Prix series last year, second in both of his assignments, second at the Grand Prix final. And within seconds at the start of this warm-up, reeling off quad toe, triple toe, making him look like he's very much in contention to repeat as a medalist this year in the Grand Prix. And now to the current and reigning World Junior Champion, Kao Miura. Not only the World Junior Champion, but the 4-continent champion as well. So disappointed not to have made the World Senior team last year, and I think that a fuel to his training in the off-season this year. As we look to Matteo Rizzo, the silver medalist from the European Championships. Skating to the music that he loves by the band Manskin, and acknowledging the crowd as he warms up the triple axel, just double there. And now to the third and final Japanese competitor in the group, Kazuki Tomono, making quad salchow look easy and comfortable. The 25-year-old has been vocal about the fact that his goal is to make the Grand Prix final. Such a character. And the final competitor in the group, Junhwan Cha, world silver medalist. He was brilliant in Saitama, Japan in March. Struggled in the Challenger Series, just 6th at the under Nepala. Sota Yamamoto looking comfortable and easy. After the official practice, Sota Yamamoto said he enjoyed the atmosphere, liked the ice, and would like to revenge the Autumn Classic Challenger Series event he took part in, where he made mistakes in his short program there. And to make the world team for any of these Japanese men, the competition is so tough. Shoma Uno, the world champion, secures 3 spots for Japanese men at the World Championships in Canada next March. And of course, every skater wants success on the Grand Prix. Success because of the prize money, success because they're competitors. I sense that for the Japanese men, every result, every score achieved in a competition will help decide the world team for Japan. As we see Matteo Rizzo working his quad loop. Tomono comfortable with quad toe, triple toe. We'll see Shoma Uno, the 2-time and reigning world champion, compete in 2 weeks' time. His first assignment will be in the Cup of China, November 10th to 12th. And then at the Japanese stop on the Grand Prix circuit, the NHK Trophy, the 6th and final stop on the Grand Prix series ahead of the Grand Prix final. Junhwan Cha also delivering with the quad toe. Junhwan Cha choosing to to 2 quads in his short program this season.
Skaters, the warm-up time has ended. Please leave the ice. Thank you.
La période d'échauffement est terminée.
And that concludes the 6-minute warm-up.
Merci.
And it looks to have been a successful one for all of the men. Hopefully paving the way for a really strong final 6 performances on this first day of competition at the 2023 Skate Canada International.
Veuillez accueillir le prochain patineur.
Representing Estonia, Mihhail Selevko.
Mihhail Selevko. Skating to the music by Kaleo, Break My Baby. Difficult start down on the quad toe. Safely and cleanly through triple lutz, triple toe. Good speed on the cross foot spin in the change foot combination. Double axel. The 20-year-old Estonian Mihhail Selevko, and you can see from the top left-hand corner of the screen the technical element score, a drift of those that have competed in the first group. And I think a great choice of music, and he looks to really resonate with the style that he's going with in his short program here. But when it comes to the presentation component score, the score that the judges must assign for how the program is performed in relation to the music, the judges are looking for a personal involvement in the program. I think Mihhail absolutely has that, but when the jumping passes aren't successful, you sense that diminish. Understandably, the skaters are so conscious of the tangible amount of points given to each of those valuable jumping passes, and when they haven't been successful, the wind somehow drops out of the sails a little bit. As we look at the opening quad toe, Looks like he slipped a little on takeoff. No such issue, quality on the triple toe. Beautiful extension of the free foot and the turnout on the sit spin feature. Mihhail, a student at the Southeastern Finland University of Applied Sciences, another skater juggling academics and skating, but where he's most frustrated will be the 2.5 rotations instead of the 3.5 rotations on the axle. Double axle worth 3.3 points at base value, triple axle worth 8. And that's why he looks a little despondent in the kiss and cry.
The scores, please. Mihhail Selevko from Estonia has earned in the short program 70.18 points.
So it's a 70.18. And although close to 3 above him, the Estonian skater to the bottom of the pile. We look forward to seeing him in the free skate, hopefully redeeming some of the performance here.
Representing Japan, Sota
As we look now to the winner of the World University Games in Lake Placid earlier this year, 23-year-old from Osaka, Sota Yamamoto. Immediately more flow and glide than others we've seen heading into the quad toe. Comfortably delivered with triple toe. Great musicality and choreography. Slipped on takeoff. Still managed to stay on his feet on the quad salto. Triple axel, cleanly done. And now to push the spins and the program components. A smile on the face of Sota Yamamoto, the 23-year-old skates a relatively clean short program in Vancouver.
Sota Yamamoto.
3, 4 of the 7 elements are under review by the technical panel. They will decide right now the rotation on that quad salcho. And so the score currently coming in at 90.7, but it remains to be seen whether or not the levels will change as elements are reviewed. But certainly redemption from the Autumn Classic last month, where he was disappointed with his performances. He said that he feels connected to Canada, having competed here on the Challenger Series. And he acknowledged the unique choreography by David Wilson to this short program title, Chameleon. David Wilson is such a sublimely good choreographer, and fun to see this somewhat unique choice of style for Sota. This is the quad toe with triple toe. And that element really strong. This the quad salcho. So it's deemed as a quarter rotation short. And the impact of that is that he's losing over 2.5 points on the grade of execution. So now we see a little bit of a drop in the score. That said, what Sota Yamamoto has delivered here, as we see the spread eagle entry and transition into the triple axel, is much stronger than what happened at that Autumn Classic, which he was so disappointed with. Only 70 points there. And fans showing their love for this Japanese skater.
The scores, please.
Figure skating in Japan, so buoyant, so popular, and wonderful to see. So he will lead and lead comfortably with an 89.56, and almost 20 points higher than the Autumn Classic. But he now has to sit back and wait to see how competitive that 89 points will be against his compatriots and Junhwan Cha, the world silver medalist, yet to skate.
Please welcome the next skater.
Veuillez accueillir
So,
le prochain patineur.
Kao Miura, he was injured,
Kao Miura.
injured his back at a regional competition in Tokyo not long ago. Says he is healed now. And the world junior champion, who was second in Skate Canada last year in Mississauga, takes his start position for the short program to the music. This place was a shelter. Quad salcho triple toe combination to start. Ever so slightly tight on the triple axel. Just a nightmare double toe. Oh. the world junior champion, the 4 continents champion, Kao Miura. Interesting, Kao has acknowledged that he wants to look after himself this season to preserve himself towards that Japanese national championships, wanting a podium place there to compete at Worlds. He had a glorious season last year, made the Senior Grand Prix final, medaled at both of his Grand Prix events, but didn't make Worlds, the World Championships in his home nation, and that seems to be pertinent and heavy on his mind, and he's acknowledged the ultimate goal here is to make the Senior World Championships, but would have liked to have had a clean skate in the short program in Skate Canada here, and that double toe is the reason that the 18-year-old from Tokyo looks so despondent leaving the ice. Quad Sako to start in combination. Not the best we've seen him do. The same stands for this, the triple axel, and I really am nitpicking here because his quality is evident, but just a little tight on the toe pick. Maybe making it a +1 or +2 creative execution as opposed to the +3, potentially +4 that he may be capable of at best. Not maybe the range of flexibility in the camel features that we've seen from others, but this is the major problem, double toe. The solo jump must be a triple or a quad, and of course, an athlete like Kao Miura was expecting and hoping quad toe. So, for some context in terms of score, the leader, Sota Yamamoto, his quad salco, his solo quad jump was deemed a quarter rotation short, and so the value for that element for him was 7 points. No points for that double toe for Kao Miura, so that will at least be the difference. For me, the components, the skating skills better for Kao Miura, but not enough to cover that gap. And that's why he is 10 points shy of his season's best with an 80.8. You can see both skater and coach sizing up the repercussions of that, which somewhat makes an opening for the European silver medalist, the next to skate. The 25-year-old, born in Rome, Matteo Rizzo. This is his first time in Vancouver. Matteo happy to be his 3rd time competing though at Skate Canada. Actually, his music, Dernier Danse by Indila. Unique and crowd-pleasing choreography to start. Two-footed and a little under-rotated on the quad toe, double toe. Lacking in rotation also on the quad loop. Triple axel well phased on the music change. Well, the start and the end of the program, perfectly phrased to the music. And an indication and insight into the performer that Matteo Rizzo is, and the reason that he has so many fans in the figure skating community. Just not technically competitive with the quad jumping passes. I saw quad loop in warm-up, landed 1 foot, but questioned the rotation, and that the case for the quad toe too. As Andre Otarek is coach, and his father, Walter Rizzo, greet him off the ice. His father, just such a character. If you haven't seen already the Mic'd Up series on the Junior Grand Prix, his dad involved in that in his own coaching capacities. Such a star. Here the quad toe. Actually, on review, maybe better rotation than I considered, but the tech panel putting that in as an under rotation, so receives 70% of the value. The quad loop also under rotated, so loses value in the element and then suffers a further grade of execution repercussion. So even the triple axel, some technical panels may be a bit harsher on that too, but deemed okay here. So the rotation an issue on the 2 quads. Also change camel spin coming in at just a level 3. Step sequence also level 3. Whereas others we've seen already coming in at level 4. But father and coaches look happy. It's an amazing team behind Matteo. Andre there and his dad Walter. And also choreography team of Massimo Scali. And Luca Lanotti, 2 world champion ice dancers, or world medalists in ice dance on the choreography. Acknowledging Franca Bianconi, acknowledging the ice lab in Bergamo when he trains, where he trains. So really a village behind Matteo Rizzo, so eager to push him towards a medal at the 2026 Milano Cortina Olympic Games.
Matteo Rizzo from Italy is earned in the short program 74.99
But
points.
it's 74.99 for Matteo. Wasn't what they were looking for. As I say, he has a village of people behind him who will support him through towards S'mores free skate.
Please welcome the next skater.
Veuillez accueillir le prochain patineur.
Representing
And now to
Kazuki Tomono.
the 25-year-old Kazuki Tomono. He's been 6th twice at World Championships, 5th back in 2018. And as I said in warm-up, his goal is clearly to make the Grand Prix final. And to do that, he needs a medal here in Skate Canada.
I woke up underground, not a light, not a sound. Threw my voice into the dark, but the dark had no mark. Just repeated what I said and died.
Steps out of the opening quadruple toe loop.
Struck by hunger and thirst, I stood up and looked around. There was nothing to be found, just a world I couldn't see and died.
But Sako's double toe.
I'll find my way underground. Then my fear began to ease. From far away whispered a breeze, telling me to move along, there's nothing wrong. So I cornered myself, took a breath and took a step, encountered metal on my left. What a strange thing to find, I was standing on a track. That little light began to grow. There was nowhere I could go. And the ground began to shake. No time left to hit the brake. That little light was closing in.
Oh, just too overexcited. Down within the step sequence. Kazuki Tomono, he's such a charismatic performer, such a different music choice this year, beautiful music, very different stylistically, but still he was engaged and committed and delivering on the step sequence with an energy that just simmered too much, and he'll incur a mandatory 1 point deduction for a fall in the step sequence, and the judges will really have to go down in the grade of execution. Despite the brilliance throughout the rest of it, that tumble, judges have to be pushing heavy minuses. And Kazuki had said that he was eager to stay calm and focus on the performance rather than on the result, but easy to say, harder to do in the moment as we look at the quad toe, which was intended to be a combination, but the step out makes that -3, -4 on the GOE. Here the quad salco had to make it a combination and elected to make it a quad double rather than risk a triple and further minus GOE.
Claustrophobic at first, struck by hunger and thirst.
Fascinatingly, all the Japanese men were playing poker.
Just a world I could see.
Great to hear that camaraderie between them all. And friendship, because they, as I've said repeatedly, the competition there, you see just that slip on the crossover within the step sequence, straight back up, but there are implications very clearly defined in the rules for the judges with a mistake like that. But great to see the camaraderie in Japanese men's skating when the competition is so tough. Now, Kazuki Tomono, a 6th place competitor at the World Championships, may have been tipped for being the front-running Japanese skater, but he will slot between compatriot Sota Yamamoto and Kao Miura. And I think his coach surprised 2nd place despite the mistakes.
Please welcome the final skater.
Veuillez accueillir le dernier patineur.
Representing the Republic of Korea, Junhwan Cha.
Junhwan Cha, the world silver medalist, turned 22 last Saturday. And he skates to the classical music Masquerade Waltz by Adam Khachaturian. Quad salco double toe. He had the quad toe, so a little over-rotated, takes it to fall. Well, that's the reaction to the performance for Junhwan Cha from Korea. It was the last hope for a really clean skate today in this men's short program, but as with so many of the other competitors in this Skate Canada International event, he too falling victim to mistakes on the solo jump, that fall on the quad toe. Now, given the event that we have seen, it may be that Junhwan Cha will stay in contention to take the title here following the free skate. But of course, these athletes don't just want to be contending for titles, they want to convincingly win and push their personal best higher, but the personal best of Junhwan Cha is over the 100-point marker, and that difficulty to replicate readily. Quad salto was good. You can see pitch forward in the air, not the flow that he felt comfortably secure to use as a triple toe in the combination. And here the landing of the quad toe for a split second. Oh. And he will relive that, I'm sure, this evening in frustration. And his, I think, least favorite element, the triple axel, often quite telegraphed, safely delivered. For so many seasons, Junhwan Cha was hotly contested as a medal contender at World Championships, and last year he totally followed through en route to winning that silver in Saitama. And previously he has been fixated and focused upon program component scores. This year has been vocal about the need for an increased technical element score as well. Interesting to see his skates have come off immediately, perhaps cramping up on his feet. 86.18. So in an event somewhat riddled with mistakes, Junhwan Cha finds himself less than 3.5 points off the lead. And it is the cleanest skate which leads for Sota Yamamoto, with 3 of the top 4 place finishers hailing from the Japanese Skating Federation. And proximity in the scores of the skaters ranked 7th to 12th as we look ahead to their free skate tomorrow. The 25-year-old Kazuki Tomono finds himself in 3rd place after the short program. Stepping out of the quad toe in that fall in the step sequence will prevent the skater born in Osaka from leading the field. Masquerade Waltz, the classical backdrop for the short program for Junhwan Cha, the world silver medalist. His quad salcho was his friend, the quad tulip not so much. But we eagerly anticipate the Batman theme free skate. So successful and brilliant last year with his James Bond theme free skate. Can he deliver an even better composition this season? But it was Sota Yamamoto who won the short program, the World University Games champion. Was 2nd at both of his Grand Prix assignments in France and in Sapporo, Japan last year, and 2nd again at the final in Torino. But here, his aspirations of gold are off to a good start. And that concludes the men's short program. We return tomorrow at the slightly earlier time of 1:15 local time with the women's free skate, followed by the ice dance, free dance, pairs free, and we finish Skate Canada's competition day with the men's free. So make sure to join us for more great skating from Vancouver at the Skate Canada International tomorrow.